In a previous video, we showed you how you could synchronize at-the-venue experiences with your events so that every time you enter an event into the system, it would automatically generate an at-the-venue experience for that event. But you also have the ability to create at-the-venue experiences from scratch. So to do that, we go into the mobile area and select at-the-venue from the drop-down. And from here, we click on Create Experience. Now you see here you have two options. You have the ability to pre-fill data from an event that you have in the system. So if you click here, it'll provide you a drop-down of upcoming events that you can select from if you want to pre-fill data. But for our purposes here, we're going to start with a blank slate. On this screen, you can see we begin by providing some basic information. It's going to ask for the title of the event, and this is text that appears directly beneath the At the Venue menu bar, and we recommend that you try and keep it less than 30 characters. Next, you're going to provide spotlight text. Spotlight text can be anything you'd like it to be. You can highlight the intermission length. You can use it as a welcome message. You can alert people to other activities taking place in the space. We usually recommend that you try and keep this area under 100 characters. Next, you're going to choose an image. This is a square thumbnail image that will appear to the left of the title and the spotlight text on the info screen for the experience. So now that we've done the basic info, we're going to go down into the dates. Now, if you're pre-filling data using events that are already in the system, then the dates and times are going to be pre-populated here. But since we're starting from scratch, we're going to enter in the dates and time for this particular concert. After you've put in the dates and times for the event, and you do have the ability to list more than one, just put one per line. Now you're going to go into the landing screen area. Now, if you use the cards home screen, then you won't need to complete the landing screen information. You can just put in some dummy information for any of the areas that require completion with an asterisk. And that's because you'll have a special card created for at the venue experiences that will appear on the home screen. But if you use any of the other home screen options, icons, what's new, slideshow, then you will need to have a landing screen. And the landing screen will have a large image. We do recommend that you have a 1024 pixel tall by 768 wide image. It's large enough it'll look good on tablets, but it's also small enough that it'll load quickly on smartphone devices. Next, you're going to put in the title for the event, and this will be overlaid on the image in the upper left corner. Now again, if you're pre-filling data from an event, this will appear here. But otherwise, you'll need to enter it in if you're working with a blank slate. If you like, you can change the action button text. Get exclusive content is the default text used for this area. Additionally, you can change the label for the tab itself. You could have tonight instead of today, or at the venue, or this performance, anything you'd like it to be. Beneath that is an area where you'll provide a hashtag for the event, as well as the possibility for a sponsor's name and a link to their website. I'm going to put in for the sponsor, PNC Bank. And at the very end, you see I have the ability to copy content from other at the venue experiences into this one. So if I were to go into this drop down, it would provide me a list of other at the venue experiences in the system, which I could use if I want to bring over things to know, offers, anything like that. But I'm just going to go from scratch on this one. So I'm going to click on Create. And now you see it takes me to preview for this particular thing. And you'll notice that there is some default content that has been brought over because I do have default content enabled for my account. So there are 3 items that were brought over by default in the Things to Know area. I have 1 piece of default content that came over from there. You'll see here where it says Give to the Raric. That is a default custom action that got brought over. And in the offers area, I have 1 default offer for a restaurant that we're working with. So I have created the experience and brought over default content. And now if I look at the checklist over on my right, it's prompting me to add artists as well as program notes. And I can go in here and manage other areas associated with this particular experience.